All right, with the sunlight out, there's a massive reflection, but I wanted to show you something called Roblox. Champions of Roblox 15th Anniversary Edition. I didn't know that game was out that long. Or I like to call it Roblox. I got it at Toys R Us for $9.99. Comes with 6 figures, which my budget was, or my income was 6 figures. That'd be nice. It's got a massive glare on it, so we're trying to get out as soon as we can. All right. Look at the back real quick. We got information called the Champions of Roblox. It's the virtuous knights of the Red Cliff are gearing up for another epic battle against the blah blah. But this time, both kingdoms have some new tricks up their sleeves. They're wearing sleeves. Will their shining armor be enough to stem the tide of the war once and for all? Take up sword and shield, or master the art of Roblox magic with a special collector set. I don't know anything about this game. I heard about it a while back. I didn't know it was that old. You got like a little background that you can probably use, especially if you are into having cardboard backgrounds. It's not actually a bad background to use for pictures, so I might end up using it. It comes with a little booklet of all the other Roblox, which I think I may have seen it. All right, so let's take a look at these. I like them a lot because of their theme. All right, so let's take this first baby up here. Let's see. That shield, I'm not 100% sure that shield goes with him or if it goes with the other guy. So let's look at it more carefully. The colors match him, so if it does go to the other guy, well, it's his now. Okay, so Roblox are a lot like Lego figures in the way that they are not very posable as far as, well, these have ball joint right here, I guess. Okay, I don't remember them having ball joint right there. But they have like the legs that are very similar to Lego, except Lego don't bend at the knees. So that's one little bonus answer. I like these kind right here. I don't like the ones that are completely boxy. Like the ones that are too boxy is just too much for me. You can also take them apart and rearrange them if you want to. So if you don't like the way this looks, you can always rearrange them with another character. I personally actually like this one a lot. It's probably the best one of the lot. We'll see in time. What is that slit for on his back? He's got little holes in his feet. They actually do fit on Legos because I've done it before. Lego blocks to make like a stand for him. Okay, let's take a look at the eyeball guy. The eye guy. The eye guy has an eye axe, not to be confused with IMAX. He's got a round handle, which is a little different. Oh, I see why. It's not to go in his hands, just so you can have it sticking out, give it the illusion. All right, so the eyeball guy, or the eye guy, I like how they all have different armors. They also have different legs, and just like, slightly repainting of them. It's hard to tell at this point. These two have completely different bodies for everything, including the arms. And of course, you can take them apart, rearrange them if you don't like the way he looks. You can always fix that. You can customize them. Okay, so he doesn't have a slit on his back. He's got like a thing, and like a lizard has. All right, let's take a look at another knight. This one comes with a sword, which is of course my favorite weapon. So whenever my god brothers, like they're almost like nephews, I guess you would say, because they're a lot younger than me. They like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't like the cartoon at all, and I would say like, well, I like Leonardo because of his weapon, and that's why it became my favorite. All right, so we got his legs. Nope, they're all completely different so far. The gold and the maroonish red looks pretty good. I thought they spin at the waist, but they don't seem to. Like, I thought they had extra articulation at the waist, but it's obviously not going to happen. Huh, for some reason I thought they could twist at the waist. All right. Let's take a look at another guy right here. And there's obviously some Pogs. I guess they want you to play a game called Pogs. It's an old 90s game that I never really got into. It says a scratch here, but I've yet to smell anything on these things. All right. Okay, so for this guy, he's got some kind of hair all over him, which I don't know where that came from. My hair is definitely not this long or this black, so I don't know if it's one of the people who work there or they made Barbie dolls in the same place. I don't really know. It's kind of gross when you think about it, because that belongs to somebody. Or maybe it just belonged to a doll. I don't know if it's synthetic. All right, his helmet looks like it's like nudged over to the side, so I was like, is it a ball jointed head? Because it already looks like he's like leaning his head to one side. And I keep thinking there's gonna be some doubling of armors, but I don't see any so far. He's got 3 spikes here, 3 spikes here, 3 spikes here, 3 spikes on his legs. So he's some kind of, it's like a wizard dude, sort of. Wizards and warriors. All right. He kind of reminds me of a Dungeons and Dragons character. What was his name? Like, not Warduke. Maybe it is, looks like Warduke a little bit in the helmet. Definitely not the colors, but that helmet kind of reminds me of it. Yes, and I like knights. I like the whole idea of like Dungeons and Dragons kind of concept. So that's why this set appealed to me. All right, not because I like Roblox. I don't play the game. I don't really care. There's another hair. Please tell me this is a Barbie doll hair. I'd hate to think whoever's working on it. I don't know. I mean, it was made in China. It's black hair. All right, I like his helmet. I like that. It looks like he'd be like in the Dungeons and Dragons realm, where it's a little bit more like he'd be a bad guy and he'd be a good guy. Just the, you know, the stereotypes of having wings on your helmet. Oh, you're a good guy. Having bat wings on your helmet. Oh, you're a bad guy. Or horns on your helmet. I think that's what Warduke had. Was I'm getting him mixed up with the other guy. Okay, his leg set came off real easy. All right. So he's got nice silver going all around him. I would consider him like Wing Raider or something. Oh, they actually have names on the back of them. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice till now. All right, this is Alar, Knight of the Splintered Skies. Huh, sorry, I didn't realize this. We have Redcliffe, Elite Commander. We have the Overseer. I get it. We have Roblox Mage. See, I knew he looked like a magician or a wizard. And then we got Roblox General. So I'm seeing a theme here with all these words, Roblox. And then we got the Roblox Death Speaker. Interesting name. That's the character spot that popped out right now. With the translucent legs. Honestly, it's kind of my least favorite of all these, even though he's got translucent parts. It looks so disconnected to the rest of him. Maybe he's supposed to be floating is the whole idea, and that's really not there, like they're invisible legs. Don't know. I mean, they're just completely, it's like he's opaque at the top and translucent at the bottom. And I don't know. I think that it should be more of a phase if you're going to do that, but what do I know? It's almost like it's written in katakana or something. LZ something Y gamma. All right, so is that actually supposed to be able to be read? Just curious. Yeah, because people do speak Klingon and Elven. So he's got this fairly nice soft goods. Or not soft goods, but it's more soft, pliable plastic. Those translucent legs just throw me off. They're completely translucent. There's no paint on them at all. And I mean, I don't mind translucent things. I grew up with the Micronauts, but I feel like it's just lazy when you don't at least do something to give them a little bit of excitement. And the legs, they actually have a ball joint on them. Is that something new? I don't remember that. Seems like I would remember that. Like if you pull them out, you can do ball jointedness. That one's plugged in tight, but I bet if I pull it out, it'll become more ball jointy. Like this one, I'm trying to push it all the way in, see if it becomes more like a two-dimensional, because if it's that loose and it's not supposed to be, it might pop off or break off. There we go. So now it's all the way in. I don't know if it's supposed to be a ball jointed feature or what. All right, well, thanks for spending time with me today, and I hope that you guys will let me know which one's your favorite. Is it Roblox the Death Speaker? Is it the Overseer? Is it Redcliffe Elite Commander? Is it Alar Knight of the Splintered Skies? Oh my gosh, that's a long title. Is it this one? That's not one of my favorites. It's Core Block Mage. Or I think this one. This one. Well, I like all the good guys, evidently. This one. Well, actually, he's a bad guy. He's Core Block's general. I don't know. I'm just guessing these are bad guys. I think these are my three favorites, with him being the strongest. Him being second, him being third. The eyeball being third. And then fourth would be him. Fifth. And then he reminds me of the guy from SPD, the bad guy with those weird jointed horns. It just looks like a bug. All right, have a great day.